Cannibalize here with a little bit of advice for electronics hobbyists besides pray for your future because society appears to be pitted against you. Well, let's just set that aside and say we're greater than that and that we shall prevail one way or another. There are two things that every electronics hobbyist needs to know and have. And the first one I've alluded to before is the junk box. If you're ready to throw something away, don't throw it in the junk box because you never know when you'll need it in the future. And I've had that happen years later when I found a part in there that I never dreamed I would have saved, but I did. And I needed it probably 5 years later. And there it sat in my junk box, all ready for me. So, as an electronics hobbyist, you must have a junk box. The other thing is something called the art of cannibalization. Cannibalization. What the heck do we mean by that? We mean that we take some sort of an old part, something that, again, we think we may never need, or has met its demise, or that we are using and we just figure that our current project is more important. And what we do is we adapt it for use with the new application. And as I search for a plug with which to deliver audio into a personal computer to look at dirty electricity, I'm finding that I may have to resort to exactly that. Cannibalization. I have a pair of headphones that looks nice and everything, but I haven't used in well over a year and may never. It's just there because the jack is there and got to put something in it for decoration, I guess. I can cut the cable off of that and then adapt it to create an antenna to plug into the microphone jack of my personal computer and thereby obtain an input for the dirty electricity that I want to look at. So I might consider that cannibalization. It's the taking of some part or some component that's complete in itself but not being used very often and taking part of it and using it for something else. You literally destroy a piece of equipment in order to make another piece of equipment. I don't know where the term cannibalization came from, but somehow right now it seems apropos. Don't you think? Little interlude while I contemplate the cannibalization that I may or may not decide to do now that Radio Shack no longer exists. I could also just order the bloody thing through Mauser or Jameco. But I'm not sure I want to wait, and I'm not sure you want to wait for me to finish the video either. Cannibalize signing off. I guess I'll call this take number 2 in my dirty electricity sequence. Until next time, so long.